There are nearly, oh wait, I gotta turn that on. There are nearly 3 million trade jobs that remain unfilled in the United States. Most of these jobs are high paying and present excellent opportunities. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Andrew Gross. During this semester, I've researched about trade jobs and the opportunities that they offer. There are around 41.5 million trade jobs in the U.S. Of those jobs, 3 million remain unfilled. Every year, the number of those unfilled jobs is increasing because of the lack of people entering the trades. Many of the trades workers are also aging out, which does not help with that. A staggering 72% of the trades workforce is over 40 years old. Only 4% of the trades workforce is between 20 and 30 years old. This statistic helps to put the true lack of people entering the trades into perspective. Trade schools also offer more than most four-year colleges can. Most trade jobs will pay for schooling, like going to trade school, and also allow you to work while you're in school, and will hire you full-time after you complete schooling. You can also gain certificates through trade school. This leads to more people working in the fields of study, unlike a lot of four-year colleges. As of June 2022, 41% of recent college graduates were underemployed or not working in the fields of their degree. Workplaces paying for trade school also helps to reduce student loan debt after graduating from trade school. There are around 42.8 million Americans that have student loan debt, almost all being from college. Trades are also very important to how the nation operates. Everything that we use has to have been welded in some way. From your phones to the chairs you're sitting in, everything is welded. This is why for my senior project, I decided to focus on welding. For my project, I decided to weld a bumper for my truck. I've always liked the look of custom-built bumpers on trucks. First thing I had to do is create a design. There. Then I took the design and made it out of wood. Then I made a list of all the materials that I would need to build the bumper. And I went to Cohen Steel and got all my materials to build the bumper. They cut all my materials to length. The next step was to cut them into more precise pieces that I needed to build the bumper. Then I had to weld the bumper. I used a stick welder to weld all the parts of the bumper together. Then I had to paint the bumper so it wouldn't rust. You see that, that's primered, that's painted. It honestly turned out better than I expected it to. So, yeah. During this project, I learned many things. I found I had a passion for welding and fabricating, and I hope to do more of it in the future. This was the first time I had ever fabricated anything, and I learned a lot. During this project, I learned many things and hope you learned something as well. Thank you for watching. Do you have any questions?
So will you continue welding, Andrew?
Yeah, I plan to.
Awesome. And is the bumper on the truck?
Not right now, but it will be at some point.
Any other questions?
Can you see yourself doing something like this as like a career in the future?
So yeah, I could. There's a lot of welding opportunities, and there's a lot of money in welding. And like I said, everything has to be welded in some way. So, any other questions?
A question. How much does a welder make on average?
It completely depends.
Like a really good, like best in their craft welder.
There's so many different like sections of welding. Like industrial like pipe welding, you can make tons of money. There's less money in like small stuff, like there's less money in like exhaust work and all that stuff for like cars, but the big money is in like nuclear welding and in high pressure pipeline welding. You can make anywhere from $75 an hour to $120.
Pretty good.
Uh-huh.
Not bad.
Thank you so much, Andrew. Thank you so much for coming to our Period 5 final talks. That's all we have for this afternoon. Period 5 kids, can you hang out and talk to me, my kids?